Admittedly, I packed for a summer tour. We left Virginia and it was 90 degrees. So I was already gifted this and this along the way. Isn't there some expression when you like take off your glove and like, I don't know what it means. I don't know what that means, but.
It's like you just challenged everybody in here to a duel.
The duel is who's going to have more fun tonight, you or us. The competition's on. Every bit of love you let die in your heart tears you apart. Every bit of love you let die. Every bit of love you let go of out of sadness or fear disappears. Every bit of love you let go of.
All the dread in front of you and all the love behind. Thought to get anywhere, you had to be the leaving kind. Built your new life spaciously, but it's hard to vanish graciously. You named all the things, and then you forgot the names. Here comes the night, here comes the night. Quiet the thinning out, the twilight path is seeping down. Here comes the night and the quiet. The jumble of your senses, the past and present tenses, with the primrose and wisteria, all of the life's materials. The jumble of your senses. All the dread in front of you and all the love behind. You thought to get anywhere, you had to be the leaving kind. Built your new life spaciously, but it's hard to vanish graciously. You named all the things, and then you forgot the names. You forgot the names. You forgot the names. When your love light's burning real low, don't let it go. When your love light's burning real low, don't let it go. Your heart is a little machine. Do you even know what I mean? Yeah, your heart is a little machine. Do you even know what I mean? Do you die? You die. The world needs all of our love. The world needs all of our love. And the world wanna, do you wanna hear? Yeah, she whispers into your ear. Do you wanna hear? Come to me. Come to me. Every feeling is passing through. Listen and you'll know what to do. Every feeling is passing through. Listen and you'll know what to do. Up against these dark and wild things. These dark and wild things. The world needs all of our love. The world needs all of our love. Needs all of our love.
I dare say I'm feeling warm.
Born, broken-hearted boy, give or take an ounce. And the world would give me a break, waiting ready to pounce. I was born with a broken heart she was broken. I was born with a broken heart she was broken. Ooh, into. If you're out wandering the streets, knocking my window is open. My bed is small, so I'll be letting the layers know it's open. You were born with a broken heart she was broken. You were born with a broken heart she was broken. Ooh, into. Sometimes we get so confused, we get taken for a ride, we get worked over. Some of us come with new hearts, most of us come with used hearts. Baby, why do you look so sad? There are men who stand accused but won't be told why. They were strong, some were beaten down. The sun looks gold through blackened eyes. They were born with a broken heart she was broken. They were born with a broken heart she was broken. Ooh, into. Sometimes we get so confused, we get taken for a ride, we get worked over. Some of us come with new hearts, most of us come with used hearts. Baby, why do you look so sad? Ba-da-da, ba-ba-ba, ba-ba-ba, ba-da-ba-ba. Ba-da-da, ba-ba-ba, ba-ba-ba, ba-da-ba-ba. Ooh, it's we born broken heart she was broken. We born broken heart she was broken. Ooh, into. Thank you.
There's always this kind of imbalance because, for example, we played at the Burren in Somerville a couple nights ago, and it was so packed and so warm, so hot that I kind of won, and you were like totally overdressed. I hugged David at the end, he's like dripping in sweat. But on a night like this, he's really winning.
right. Wow. We're so happy to be back in Cape Cod, you all. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. We're in the home stretch of this tour. It's been going great. We tour with our 8-year-old and our 5-year-old, so of course it's been very smooth. There have been no hiccups. Everything has been great. We're getting lots of rest. We feel wonderful.
We do feel wonderful.
That part is...
That.
No, there's nothing sarcastic in that. That's true. It is amazing. I mean, we've been able to take them to some incredible places on this tour. I'm from the Midwest, so I was about to, like, say something from, like, we took them all the way to Fort Wayne, Indiana, near where I grew up, so it's not, you know. There they were celebrating Johnny Appleseed. They had a big festival for Johnny Appleseed. And then we come east and everybody's celebrating Johnny Appleseed where we've been staying here on this tour. Everybody wants to claim him.
They've said something like he either was born or died there or was buried there. It was something very, very closely linked to Johnny Appleseed in Fort Wayne. Thoughts? Is anyone going to confirm or deny that?
You guys are going to have to duke it out with Fort Wayne. Who gets to claim him?
I'll give you a glove. A fingerless glove.
Oh, man.
I feel so unromantic in these, but I'm not taking them off.
I think I think it shows that you're wise.
Thanks.
Listen to that little heart beating. Listen to that little song repeating. Your belly trembling with life. I can't believe that you're my wife. Like a flower to the touch, the world has opened up. Listen to that little heart beating. Listen to that little song repeating. Pause between each breath. 2 hearts inside your chest. Everything is filled with light. Even the darkness here is bright. Listen to that little heart beating. Listen to that little song repeating. you guys nervous at all, or is it just me? You guys, this is totally normal. Everything is gonna be great here tonight. We're not gonna get blown away or anything. All right. You got my back? All right. All right, good. Thank you for putting me at ease there. I'm gonna relax. Everything's cool. All right.
That's so funny. I had like a totally opposite feeling during that. I was having this very like grandiose metaphysical experience where it was like we have zero control. This like the rippling of that is like the ripples, etc. And we're still like huddled under a little tent singing. You all came to a little tent and we're singing. It was. I mean, what else are we gonna do? Let's be honest.
We've been singing a lot recently. We just started playing more than ever when we weren't able to do shows for the last 2.5 years, when all our gigs disappeared. We just started live streaming in our attic and doing it almost every night for a while there.
Did anyone see any of our live streams during the pandemic?
And we made...
That means someone was out there, David.
I know. I knew that they were there. We made a couple records in our attic. And we're playing a bunch of songs off of those records tonight. This is from this new double CD we just put out of all those songs we made in the attic. Why are you guys laughing? It's called Love Comes Around. I know love comes around on another day. I can't wait. I can't wait. I know love comes around on another day. I'm not gonna go away. I can wait a whole lifetime, babe. Sky so blue, it blew your mind. Everything about you says take my time. Slippery stones, dimly lit path. I'm gonna love you till your love comes back. I know love comes around on another day. I can't wait. I can't wait. I know love comes around on another day. I'm not gonna go away. I can wait a whole lifetime, babe. Don't you worry, don't you fret. I don't have any regret. You may be mad, but it'll pass. I'm gonna love you till your love comes back. another day. I can't wait. I can't wait. I know love comes around on another day. I'm not gonna go away. I can wait a whole lifetime, babe.
I've got a lot to say. I'm going to jump in unless you're in.
Yep, I got a lot to say too. Go for it. Go for it.
Good thing it's the beginning of the set. Well, I was just thinking, has anyone seen us like when we were in our 20s and now we're in our 40s? Yes, right? We've all matured so much, haven't we? I just was thinking about, I feel like I have these little like flags that I can cling to of things I can just picture like 15 years ago when we started this band, things that would cause me a lot of angst on stage. And one was like, you started that song and I had a whole verse and chorus that I was just hanging out here. And I used to hate that, like standing on stage not playing. And tonight I was just like basking in it, like I don't have to do anything right now. Just have to, that was one. Second, I would not have been caught dead in wool socks and slippers on stage. I was wearing like high heels because I wanted to, present like a fancy thing to you. Now I don't care. No, that's not true. Now I care. Now I care about the music and I care about staying warm enough to give you a whole show without freezing. I had a few more, but I'll think of them. I can't remember.
Well, I was going to say that I think there's something special about the Cape. And I don't know, I know that I probably have some relationship to it because the first time I ever came to the East Coast from Missouri, we came to Cape Cod with my family. My uncle was living here at the time. And so it's kind of like imprinted on my memory at a very young age. But then we've been here, throughout the years. This is our fourth time with Kevin. We've come out for all these shows out here in the last 15 years, and that like each one is so distinct in my memory.
Yeah, me
and
too.
I feel like there's few places where we're like, yeah, we played every year there, but I can like remember every show and the people we talked to and like what we did that next day. There's just something so vivid about life out here, and I feel so grateful to be back out here again. You guys, I know that you guys all know that because you're here October 1st in this weather. So I know that you're not just like, oh, just here for just a little visit. You're like the real deal people. So that's why I'm saying that now. I get it. I really get it now on a deep level. So in addition to that little attic record that I talked about that some of you giggled at, we also just recorded a new record in our brand new barn studio that we just built in our backyard. With the help of our community at large, we did a big fundraising project for it, and we raised $150,000 to build this barn in our backyard. And
I know for a fact there's some of you out there who have contributed to that, so thank you so, so much.
And so the only thing I'll preface with this is it's a brand new song. We just wrote it. We just recorded it, which means that a recorded version of it will probably not exist for you probably won't get it for several years. So don't get too excited about the song. But it's just kind of a sneak peek of the future of the band here, just so you can kind of look ahead for a moment. We'll give you a little glimpse into the song that we're so excited about. It's called Serpentine. straight and narrow. I got the blinders on, rest of my world is gone. Straight to your heart, I am an arrow. My life was serpentine until you were mine. I was adrift out with the line, as light as sparrow's wing. I had no loyalties, just the deep unease I was denying. Oh, time was serpentine until you were mine. Each day passing in a blur. Night came, night went, as if by accident, or maybe it had already occurred. Thank you.
I'm in this funny tuning. I'm all down now. I could play it in this key or just come up.
Song's pretty good, right?
Yeah, but but what if they don't like it? They're like, this band has no future. I mean, good thing David's written like 50 new songs. That was just drop in the bucket. Can't deny it. No.
Now, I noticed that there was a fan here in the audience that we've been in correspondence over the years about son calentano, which is a style of Mexican folk music that has inspired this band and many of our songs. And there's a song that we always do in the sound check from that tradition. I thought it would be fun for us to just do it now for the whole audience in appreciation of this fan who's been with us for so long.
Wow.
How about that?
I don't know who that is, but don't make him feel bad. All right, let's hear.
Mariquita, quita, quita, quítame de padecer. El rato que no te veo, loco, me quiero volver. Mariquita, quita, quita, quítame de padecer. El rato que no te veo, loco, me quiero volver. Ay, que le da, y vamos a ver cómo corre el agua, vamos a verla correr. Ay, que le da, y vamos a ver el agua que se derrama, no se vuelva a recoger. supieras, vida mía, lo bastante que te quiero. Ay, que le da, y vamos a ver cómo corre el agua, vamos a verla correr. Ay, que le da, y vamos a ver el agua que se derrama no se vuelva a recoger. Voy a dar la despedida como Dios San Pedro en Roma. Entre tanto gavilán, quien te llevará paloma. Voy a dar la despedida como Dios San Pedro en Roma. Entre tanto gavilán, quien te llevará paloma. Ay, que le da, y vamos a ver cómo corre el agua, vamos a verla correr. Ay, que le da, y vamos a ver el agua que se derrama no se vuelva a recoger. All right. Anybody else here start meditating during the pandemic? All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
2 or 3 of us? That's a good start, you guys. I never was into it. I'm from a family of meditators, so it was kind of intimidating for me, I think, because it was like one of my best friends, who's my cousin, was living at a Zen monastery. The other one, his job is to teach meditation, and it was kind of like, they were so deep in it that I just like, it was hard to kind of like, unless you were gonna like go fully in it, I just didn't know how to enter into that. But I felt like once we stopped touring, and I realized that I was relying on the constant leaving to kind of get out of the ruts in my mind. That I was like, oh, I know I'm like stuck on this thought. I'm seeing things in this particular way, but as soon as we leave, which is in 2 or 3 days again, things will look different when I get back.
Hey, David, hold that thought. I'm not leaving. I'm just going to warm my hands in that heating pump
Okay.
over there.
Fair enough.
Just because this song I have to be very dexterous
Okay,
for.
great. Thank you for letting me know, because I would be worried if you just did that without telling me. So I realized that I was relying on touring as a crutch to kind of, as opposed to dealing with what was actually going on in my brain. And so I really started to get more serious about doing meditation every day and to have it be part of my writing process. Are you okay over there? Oh yeah. This is if you want a time to kind of chat with Suze right now, I guess this is a good time. That's cool. Or if you have hand warmers or gloves, that's. I might go warm myself over here for a little bit, and then we'll just both convene here in a couple.
That really does the trick
Yeah.
fast. I'm
Okay.
like sweating right now.
Yeah. Oh, great. Wow,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
And I'm ready for this song. So
All
is your
right.
story done?
No, it's just whatever. So this song is about how to get out of those patterns and to recognize what's going on in our mind. I haven't done this yet before, but I've been using this app that's really changed my life. It's called Healthy Minds. That's been the key for me to kind of like starting to get more serious about meditation. And we met the creator of this app, Richard Davidson, not too long ago, and that's been really inspiring to me. So that's the only thing I'm going to tell you tonight that's like, you should check out this app. I'm not going to do anything else on those lines, but that changed my life. So
Chris, will you bring my fiddle down a smidge in the monitor? Thank you.
back in it. Try to act cool, try not to show it. We can't pretend, but we all know it. We think we're messy, it's cut and dry. Locked in the pattern of mind. We think we see, but we are blind. Just a pattern of mind. Pattern of mind, pattern of mind. Going forward in rewind. Pattern of mind, around our ankles it wraps its vine. Thought we were free for a minute. Thought we were out, now we're back in it. Try to act cool, try not to show it. We can't pretend, but we all know it. We think we're messy, it's cut and dry. Locked in the pattern of mind. A constellation, a fixed design. Just a pattern of mind. Pattern of mind. What a drag this humankind. Pattern of mind. Around our ankle it wraps its vine. Free will, if we use it, it's a muscle, and we can use it. Are we the wheel or just the track? It takes everything to now fall back. Sure, cells divide. Back in the pattern of mind. Seeking bliss of the divine. Just a pattern of mind. Pattern of mind. Making shapes and seeing signs. Pattern of mind. Around our ankle it wraps its vine. Plant a garden, turn off your phone. When was the last time you were alone? Just your breath and nothing more. Our thoughts lead somewhere, trap doors. So take a walk, here's what you find. Patterns in the sky, patterns in your mind. Don't try to figure out how to be live. Looking for meaning in the patterns of mind. Pattern of mind. Go ahead, work hard for your overtime. Pattern of mind. Thought we were driving, but we're just along for the ride.
David, I think you were stuck in a pattern of mind and did the second verse twice, or first verse twice, and you did it last night too, but that's why I tried to give you the clue, but sometimes he's got it all figured out, but you're like, I got it, but you didn't get it. But this is one of my favorite lyrics of the song, so you say the first verse, first two lines.
We're so evolved.
Yeah, this is so important. This is the first line of the song. So think of that song, but then it starts with this. Say that first line. It's so good.
I can't say it though.
Okay, fine. Just play. We're not gonna do the whole song, but just so you can hear the first verse. It's just
we're gonna have to do the whole song over again. I'm sorry. That's the only way this is gonna work, that I'm gonna feel okay about it, that we don't have a fight about this later tonight. I mean,
I think the lyrics are so good for this song, and it's just so important to start with this.
you
Ready?
really think I missed it?
Did he say try to act cool, try not to show it twice? Yeah, he did. But you
We're so evolved,
Yeah.
sophisticated, every thought so innovative. We think we've got it figured out, standing so tall. I have my doubts. Let our guard down.
Yeah.
Here's what we'll find. Back in the pattern of mind. We think we see, but we are blind. Just a pattern of mind.
Beautiful. That's it. That's good.
I'm pretty sure that's what I sang.
No, I am.
I'm pretty sure that's exactly what I sang. I'm pretty sure that's what I sang, but I'm happy to do it over again.
This time, I know I'm right. This time, I know I'm not always right. But this time, I'm pretty sure I'm right. I'm pretty sure I'm right. I'm pretty sure I'm right, but it doesn't matter. Okay. Thank you. I just want them to hear that first verse. It's so beautiful.
I'm not to get lost in the kerfluffle, but I appreciate you saying that about the first verse, regardless of whatever,
didn't
who's
happen
right or
last
wrong.
Okay. I know it's one of those things I'm like complimenting him, but really trying to be right. Isn't that like a sneaky little move? I've never done that before, so. All right.
All right.
Do-do-do.
So, moving right along. Now, this part of the set, we've just written on the set list, Suze is on the set list, okay? And so what that means is that Suze kind of takes over in a different way. So she just put out this incredible record. It just came out in March. When we were last here on the Cape, we didn't have the vinyl records yet because everything got delayed. So we have the vinyl records of her new record. It's amazing. Bob Boilen featured it as one of the best releases of the month alongside Regina Spektor and Dave. Thank you for demonstrating. That's what our kids normally would be here doing that, but
Thanks, Katie. Wow.
thank you. It's an incredible record, and we've been getting just amazing emails from people that are spending time with it, and I feel like it's one of those records that, like, I don't know if the right word is demands, but it's just like, it's the kind of record you spend time with, and you get to know and inhabit, and so people have been doing that and inhabiting the record and writing us these incredible emails. And someone wrote us recently to say that they've listened to it probably 200 times already. It's their favorite record, but they had never, until last week, listened to it in the fall. And in the fall, it is divine. I couldn't agree more.
Thank you.
So if you would kindly.
I'm going to go to the piano and play you some slow piano ballads. You ready for this? Okay. Hey, yeah. Oh, there it is. Can you all hear me now? Yay. Okay, good. Thank you, Chris. I've been very public about my experience with a brain that is called bipolar. And it's funny, so even as I get older and when I'm in a kind of stable phase, I don't even really identify with that at this exact moment, which is wonderful. But for most of my adult life, I've had to deal with the kind of intense depressions and mania, which is quite a trip. And for so much of my early adulthood, depression was so intricately entangled with loneliness and despair and all the other feelings I had about the world around me. And now, when I have everything I could possibly desire in the physical realm, like a music career, healthy kids, an amazing partner, a creative partner, we have a house, we have this studio now. I mean, it's just like the tangibles are so beyond my wildest manic fantasies. And so now when my brain goes low, I can't like point to anything. So it's been really wonderful because now I just can say to myself, oh my God, here I go. It's like, woo, go back down, but then I know I'll come back up and I'm able to watch it from the outside in a different way, and it's quite a relief. But this song is written to kind of touch into that feeling that I used to have more often of when the depression was pretty dark. Loneliness is measured by the face in the window. She pushed away the wine and said, I don't think so. Giving up is something you can never do alone. The body is a field, the path is overgrown. Loneliness is measured by the cracks in the ceiling. Hallows Eve is coming, but the zinnias are still here. Listen while they talk above me, I can hear them breathing. Thought it was a chrysalis, but now I'm only dreaming. Think it was a chrysalis, imperfect as it hung down, just the thread connecting it, the thorny leaf was brown. Will I be there when the inner being starts to enter, changing from a caterpillar, wings unfurling? Now November, hang the photos, light up the candles, flaming marigolds suspended high above the mantle. All the daughters lost their mothers, end of October. How to love the flowers when we really want to hold her. Loneliness is measured by the tether to our true life. Your table's ready if you'll only grab the fork and knife. Slice into the meat, watch the juices pour. Hold it to your tongue, feel the hunger roar. Loneliness is measured by the face in the window. She pushed away the wine and said, I don't think so. Giving up is something you can never do alone. The body is a field, the path is overgrown. Thank you. Thank you so much. Because it's my first solo album, I felt like it was important to kind of dig deep and tackle the big things. David's been writing songs since he was 13, so he can get away with writing about the big things and the little things. But I felt like I had this chance to really say the things I wanted to say for a long time. And you warming up over there? Okay, good. I didn't mean warming up guitar-wise, I meant like warming your body. Okay, good. And one of the things that we all know about songs is that, they try to turn something painful and unexpected and challenging and joyful, all the emotions into something kind of ethereal and something. What music is? How do you describe what music is? Impossible. But anyway, I was been so stumped and so confused about why there are no songs written about C-sections. It is so weird. It's like one of the most painful, unusual, unexpected, joyful, intense moments of one's life, and it's so bizarre. There's so few songs written about it. So I decided to try to remedy that with at least one song. I don't know what's so funny about this, because it's true. You all know it. Have you all heard a great C-section song? Have you heard a song about a lost lover? Have you heard a song about a woman that one once loved? Thousands, millions. But anyway, this is an attempt to kind of rebalance the voice, if you know what I mean. But I spent my first pregnancy lying in the back of a tour van with a gigantic body pillow, like cruising down I-95, watching YouTube videos of gentle birth videos, which I kind of recommend because it kind of balances out the like screaming movie version of labor, but it also is like pretty skewed in it feels like improbable in my opinion now that you might have a very gentle birth. But in any case, I thought that was like my training, so I thought if I watch enough of these, I too might have a gentle birth. But after 40 hours of labor, I found myself strapped to a surgical table and cut open to release this beautiful child. So this is my song called Take Me. Take me as I am, split open, Please be gentle, please be kind to the skin, along the borderline between the child that's inside me and the one who cries in this room. Pulse is rising, their knives, the last horizon, then her eyes in mine. Oh, I'd do anything to give you life, I'd do it again. Take me as I am, split open, take me as I am. Thank you so much. I thought it was like another heater, but you could move it like to there and like Maybe over here. Okay, that's good. A little back shot. Oh yeah, he's going to play piano, but he won't sing, so you could turn that one off if you want. In case you were thinking, oh, I do want to buy Suze's record, but I'm not that into piano ballads, I'm going to give you a harp ballad now. This is my little lap harp that was gifted to me by Santa when I was about 10, when my friends were getting Game Boys and such devices. This was the device I was given. But now I don't mind anymore. I'm over it. This song was inspired by a nun, and the first line were some words she wrote before she died. And the reason I have these words is that my mom is kind of like an unofficial nun. She's very Catholic and kind of loves these 6 nuns that moved down from Massachusetts in the 80s. And now they've multiplied to about 16 nuns. But my mom goes and makes cheese with them every Thursday afternoon. And she's so devoted to making cheese with these nuns that even if my kid is sick, she's like, sorry, Suze, I've got to make cheese. It's cheese making day, you know that. So I'm proud of her dedication to the cheese. And but she has been there for them in pretty amazing ways, and was on this Sister Mary David's deathbed, and took this beautiful piece of writing, and there was a card, and the writing said, "This life is kindly." And I loved that line, and it inspired this song. And there was another line she wrote that, when life is not kindly, don't let it rule you. So you'll hear that line here too. This life is kindly, this life is kindly. Sky to breathe, a ticking heart, the gift of gravity. Half-circle moon, evening blooms. The swallows and their songs, this is their heaven too. A blue-eye shell, cracked open wide. Sticky wings of unborn things that will never fly. Look inside, don't despair. Put your hand over your heart and keep it there. This life is kindly, this life is kindly. Sky to breathe, the ticking heart, the gift of gravity. When it's not kindly, don't let it rule you, don't let it rule you. A waking seed beneath the weeds opens up a tiny cup to blossom willingly. Find the hidden life, find the hidden life. Ever simple, silver thimble, find your hidden life. Promise me you won't forget the glove of your heart. Marble spins like a marble, shadows dance their part. This life is kindly, this life is kindly. Sky to breathe, a ticking heart, the gift of gravity. Look inside, don't despair. Put your hand over your heart and keep it there.
Please come back to Lavender Street. Please come back to Lavender Street. The couch is cold, I can't feel my feet. Please come back to Lavender Street. Turn on the light when we kiss. Turn on the light when we kiss. I forget who you are, forget you love me like this. Turn on the light when we kiss. I need you like the ground needs the rain. I need you like the ground needs the rain. How it pours when you say my name. I need you like the ground needs the rain. Oh, I Please come back to Lavender Street. Please come back to Lavender Street. Couch is cold, I can't feel my feet. Please come back to Lavender Street. When you told that story about your mom, I was thinking about how kind of like miraculous it is that you are alive. Because your dad went to the Catholic seminary and your mom wanted to be a nun, but somehow they both gave it up and met. That's incredible. I know we've talked about it with your dad, but it's kind of incredible that with both your parents that it's like,
I don't think my mom always wanted to be a nun. She's like as she's gotten older.
I know, but she would be happy
yeah,
if that had been her path.
I hear you. That's so interesting. I've never put it like that.
I think it explains a lot, is all I'm saying. And it's just, it's kind of amazing. I mean, we've just been thinking about this, particularly because I think you running into Theo was kind of like one of those things where it's like, I don't know if you feel comfortable.
Yeah,
if you want to talk about that.
Yeah. You know the unexplainable things that happened to me yesterday, or 2 days ago now, right?
Yeah.
We were in Boston playing at the Burren, and I sang you 3 songs off my album, but there are a few written about the other most traumatic thing that happened to me as a kid, which was losing a very dear friend to suicide. And it really shaped my life. I'd never heard of suicide and didn't have any idea of what he was going through. And he was this incredibly beautiful, loving, artistic, gorgeous soul who I was in love with when I was 15. And so my whole world was totally crushed, as it happens. And it really altered the path of my life. And then when I kind of went into my own bipolar journey, you know, his suicide sort of was this, you know, marker for me of that's what can happen when depression is left untreated. So it really kind of pushed me to always seek treatment, and I'm on, you know, wonderful stabilizing meds now that I highly believe in. But anyway, I had just finally sent this album to Luke's brothers because it was just finished 6 months ago. I finally wrote them the letter that I meant to write 25 years ago. And his little brother Theo, you know, we had started this correspondence. He sent in money to the band to, like, in honor of his brother. And he said, "Oh my God, please tell me the next time you're in Boston. I'd love to hear you play." And I said, "Of course I will." And then I completely forgot. We got to Boston. I told no one we were there. It was a sold-out show. So David and I had 37 minutes before the show started to walk down from the Burren down to Porter Square because we wanted to get our daughter the last book in the series that she's been dying to read. And it came out last Friday, and no bookstores in the entire Midwest had this book, but Porter Books did. In fact, they had many copies. So we like hustle down there. We're not dressed or anything. I mean, we have clothes on, but we're not in our...
Walking down Mass Ave naked, it was really quite an experience. I mean.
So the cars were stopping, and so we couldn't get through. So we like dash into Porter Books. There's this huge line. It's like, where else in the country is there a line in a bookstore on a Thursday night? But of course there was. So we're standing like, oh my God, the time's up. We should just go back now. But we didn't. We were like, let's just wait it out. Let's just get this book. And so we walk out of the Porter Books and are like hustling because we're playing now in like 12 minutes. And we're still not dressed. And around the corner, I bump into Theo, Luke's little brother. And it was like, I haven't seen him for 20 years. I like finally sent him this letter, and it was just so incredible. And I just said, "Oh my God, Theo, we're playing." Like, and he's like, "Well, when?" I was like, "In 10 minutes." And his wife was just pregnant. She couldn't come, but he's like, "I'll be there." And he came, and it was just like singing these songs to him was just so incredibly profound. Hugging this person, I mean, it was just so amazing. And he said, "You know what's funny, Suze, is that we never go out. We never come to this part of town, but my wife said to me today, let's go out to eat." And he's like, "It's the first time we've gone out to eat," and we came down, and like, it was just such amazing timing. So that's the story. And there were many tears before and after the event. And David and I have been sort of asking the question, as one always does with these like perfect serendipitous events, why and how. And it's such an interesting thing to ask different people, like why that happened, how that happened.
You've been sobbing so hard you can barely breathe. You've been sobbing so hard you can barely breathe. You've been stitching your heart on the outside of your sleeve. You've been stitching your heart on the outside of your sleeve. You've been wrung out and been doused with grief in the ocean of time. This moment will be brief, will be brief. Oh, I know it's gonna get harder before it gets easier. Oh, I know judgment passed on us. If we left just like this, oh, I know it's gonna get harder before it gets easier. Oh, I know it's gonna get harder before it gets easier. Knock, knock, fate was at the door. Knock, knock, to that door. Knock, knock, we were unprepared. Knock, knock, fate doesn't care. Baby is born in a mud hut. Baby is born in a mud hut. With a worm fastened to his gut. With a worm fastened to his gut. Most of the world is open briefly. Then they are shut. So will I know that it's stuck in the mud. Oh, I know it's gonna get harder before it gets easier. Oh, I know it's gonna get harder before it gets easier. Knock, knock, fate was at the door. Knock, knock, to that door. Knock, knock, we were unprepared. Knock, knock, fate doesn't care. Knock, knock, fate was at the door. Knock, knock, to that door. Knock, knock, we were unprepared. Knock, knock, fate doesn't care. So Susan's parents, almost a priest, almost a nun. My parents met when my dad was on his way to a date. And he ran into my mom, and they started talking
On a bridge.
while they were
on a
waiting to
bridge.
cross the bridge.
I thought they like met on the bridge.
Sure.
Okay, they met on the
Yeah,
bridge.
they met on this bridge on this snowy evening in Missouri. And I have this story where I was living down in Mexico doing work, and they were kind of assigning all the people that were doing this development work to a different family, and they put me in a family of musicians. So I got to live with this incredible family in central Mexico, and they were playing these instruments I'd never seen before, never heard. They were all these incredible huapango musicians. They played son huasteco, and they played guitars like this. This is called a huapanguera. And so I started learning the songs while I was hanging out with them, and it changed my life. Cantando el gustito estaba cuando me quedé dormido. Cuando me quedé dormido, cantando el gustito estaba. Ay la la la, ay la la la, ay la 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 la. Mi mamá me despertaba y yo me hacía el desentendido para ver si me dejaba otro ratito contigo. Light will find you if you open your eyes tonight. Light will remind you of all that you try to hide. You can choose blindness out of love or out of fear. Mindful or mindless, either way you might disappear. When the shadow of night drifts in, I feel alright again. Sometimes I just wanna fade far from all the light we made.
Why you wanna be like that? Why you gonna burn the man the way back? Dark as a panther, no way now you're gonna find the answer. Equally in the darkness, equally in the darkness, equally in the darkness.
Doesn't everybody wanna live like this?
Equally in the darkness, equally in the darkness, equally in the darkness.
Doesn't everybody wanna live like this? Maybe I'm too scared, not sure that I'm prepared to have my secrets out for trade. Isn't there another way?
Night's the only hope we got, shows you all the things you're not. Sky so wide it's measureless, your heart's not a wilderness. Equally in the darkness, equally in the darkness, equally in the darkness.
Doesn't everybody wanna live like this?
Equally in the darkness,
Equally in the darkness,
equally in the darkness. Doesn't everybody wanna live like this? David, I didn't tell you this, but a guy the other night after the show came up and was like, Suze, I just was really hoping I'd like hear you really play that fiddle. It's
You
like-
said that as if you hadn't?
He's like, like fiddle style. I said I was sorry. I was like, well, that song we played at the end, that was kind of fiddly. He's like, yeah, that was kind of like that. I think he said he liked the show, but just, I was worried for a minute when I came off that piano. There's like, I thought the tent wasn't actually covering us. There's a huge puddle right here, but I had spilled my water bottle. So, let me change
Anybody
the
here a fan of John Prine? John Prine fans? No, I didn't know about John Prine's music growing up at all. I'd never been introduced to it at all. But I went to college in California for my first couple of years at this cattle ranch college called Deep Springs College. And I had a roommate named Charlie Mumford from Jackson, Mississippi. And Charlie's a very persuasive person. His parents are both big shot lawyers in Jackson, Mississippi. And he was able to convince the student body and the college to allow him to bring his 300-pound pig from Jackson, Mississippi to live with us in the dorm. And so this pig's name was Mr. T. And Mr. T and Charlie and I shared a very small room in college. And that was fun for the most part because Charlie and Mr. T had a tight bond that only a pig and its owner can have, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how to explain that, but Mr. T would listen to Charlie. But one time Charlie went home for Christmas break and I was staying around milking cows and taking care of Mr. T. And it was miserable. I was miserable because Mr. T had no respect for me at all.
David, pause for a second. There's kind of this amazing look right here. Wait. Look up.
Oh, wow.
It's creating this.
Oh, my.
It's so beautiful. It's creating this incredible. Each time it like comes down a little farther. But you know, it's kind of like Charlotte's Web, the pig. It's really like.
Wow. Don't be alarmed if she starts writing Mr. T up there, because.
It's pretty amazing. Just keep your eye up there. I mean, listen to the story, but also keep your eye up there.
So I called Charlie in a panic because Mr. T was waking me up all night long. It was like almost having a newborn baby. It was like at 2 in the morning, at 4 in the morning. He would squeal so loud that it would wake up everybody, and I had to get down from this high bunk bed I was in and escort him out so he could use the bathroom outside. And I called Charlie in a panic, and he said, well, I left something special under my bed. I left my whiskey, and you just need to pour it all over his pig food right before he goes to bed, and he'll sleep like a baby. And that worked to a degree, but I still was not sleeping as well as I wanted, and I called Charlie back, and he said, all right, here's what it's really going to take. All of my John Prine records are stored right here, and he loves John Prine's first record, and if you put that on, pour the whiskey, you are both going to sleep through the night. I guarantee it. And that was my introduction to John Prine. Just sitting there with a little whiskey with my feet propped on a sleeping Mr. T pig and listening to John Prine's records. So we've been playing a lot of John Prine recently since we lost him, trying to honor his legacy and his memory, and this is one of our favorite songs of his. It goes like this.
Come home late and you come home early. You come home big when you're feeling small. You come home straight and you come home curly. Sometimes you don't come home at all. What in the world's come over you? What in heaven's name have you done? Broken the speed of the sound of loneliness. You're out there running just to be on the run. I got a heart that burns like a fever. I got a worried and a jealous mind. How can a love that will last forever get broken the speed of the sound of loneliness. You're out there running just to be on the run. It's a mighty mean and a dreadful sorrow. It's crossed that evil line today. How can you ask about tomorrow? You ain't got one good word to say. Broken the speed of the sound of loneliness. You're out there running just to be on the run. Thank you. I was thinking you all might need a little 7th or 8th inning stretch. Does anyone want to stand up and do? You don't have to if you feel cozy. Or borrow a blanket. I was gifted this other blanket. Are you feeling okay? Kind of warmish? Really? Oh, you're used to this. All right. Yeah. Stretch it out. Yeah. All right. Kind of a warming song.
Yo quisiera y no quisiera, y no sé si usted quiera, y no sé si usted quiera. Yo quisiera y no quisiera que mojara tu pañuelo y me dieras la vida. Yo quisiera y no quisiera, y no sé si usted quiera. Ora acaba de llegar el alumno de balas rap con Macán. Como dicen que lo calan y lo bailan las mujeres bailadoras mexicanas. De noche me mata el frío, de madrugada sereno, de madrugada sereno. De noche me mata el frío, ora che vede che la lava deve lasciarmi come cane, como dice que boca la niña baila, las mujeres bailadoras mexicanas, ora che vede che la lava debe lasciarmi come cane, como dice que boca la niña baila, las mujeres bailadoras mexicanas. Ya me voy a despedir, ya me voy para Acapulco, ya me voy para Acapulco, ya me voy a despedir. Así terminan los besos, ese sol en la Hualuco, ya me voy a despedir, ya me voy para Acapulco. Ora che vede che la lava lungo, deve lasciarmi come cane, como dice que lo cala ni lo bailan las mujeres bailadoras mexicanas. Ora che vede che la lava lungo, como dice que lo cala ni lo bailan las mujeres bailadoras mexicanas. All right. Whew. Home stretch, you guys. Thank you so much for having us here tonight, back on the Cape. It's been such a pleasure to be here. We just feel so grateful that we're able to do this again, and no matter what the weather is, that we can be here in your beautiful part of the world. Thank you so much for welcoming us back to Payamet. Now, our life has been kind of a series of incredible events with this barn raising campaign that helped build this incredible space in our backyard, and with just kind of all the people we've met doing this for 16 years now, people who have changed our life and who have kind of believed in what we're doing and got involved. And so at the beginning it started when I have this beautiful ladybug crawling around on my capo.
Send it up to that guy's
good
web.
luck.
Oh.
Oh, all right.
I mean, ladybug or spider. Who are you rooting for here?
We won a contest to play at the Newport Folk Festival back in our early days. And that really, really changed things for us. And it kind of gave us the kind of like boost we needed and the kind of like the affirmation that we were on this crazy path, but it was going to somehow work out. And in that early days, we passed around our mailing list. NPR said we were cheerfully aggressive because we got everybody from that Newport show on our mailing list, and we've seen all those people again all over the country throughout the last 12 or 13 years of doing this since then. So that means that we're going to still be cheerfully aggressive and pass around that mailing list. Because we want to stay in touch. We want you guys to know what we're up to and how you can get involved, because we've been building this incredible community on Patreon, which is this way you can support artists for just as simple as $3 a month, and it can make a huge difference, because the reality of this is that we need to build a new model for supporting the arts in our country. That's the truth. If we just let the one model exists to support things, it's not going to give you everything that you need to feed your soul, all right? And so we just found out we've got this record we put out a couple years ago actually 7 years ago, called Guest House. And it's had success. It's had 4 million streams on Spotify, this record. And that's almost about enough to pay back our debt on that record, which is $15,000 from the record label. So it's taken us 4 million streams to get that. So that model is, it's great for exposure, but it's not great for a sustainable life in the arts. So that's why we've got this beautiful merch store back there, while we have our vinyl box set, Sousa's record, all these t-shirts. That's kind of the bread and butter of how we make a living. And we've got this Patreon community. That's the kind of bread and butter of how we survive each month. We've been so fortunate.
I just want to say, we just made these beautiful little business cards. So if you feel interested, like, I think I do want to do that $3 a month thing, and maybe other artists too, because lots of artists are doing this now, you can take one of my new little cards. You'll see them back there. Oh, he's going for it. Do. If you think you're already on it, you could update your zip code, because then we can tell you like when we're coming here or wherever you live. And if you don't want to get on it, you could just pass it, because then that person will just think you're already on it. So you can. I don't want people to feel pressure. Anyway. Hey, Chris, could I just get a little less fiddle in the monitor for this one? Thank you.
This is our favorite song to play right now. It's called Helen, Can You Forgive Me? For Halloween, you were Annie Hall. I wanted to kiss you, but I didn't touch you at all. I worked so hard not to fall in love. Every inch of air between us, full of heat and buzz. You were my best friend, so all feelings are postponed. Kept inside, rub it down to the smooth stone. It's hard to remember after all that we've been through. You said things are happening for me. Are they happening for you? Can you forgive me for breaking your heart? If it weren't impossible, could we make a fresh start? Outside the bar that night in Red Hook, I wanted to tell you everything, turn the pages of our little book. I didn't have the courage to put it in words. I didn't know you had already heard. Can you forgive me for breaking your heart? If it weren't impossible, could we make a fresh start? Your vivid heart, scientific mind, so much love, never could we make a fresh start?
Thank you.
Thank you so much for having us back here at Payamet, you guys. Thank you to Kevin and all the amazing people that make a venue like this succeed and survive throughout COVID, and thank you all to supporting it. We're going to look forward to seeing you guys again soon. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. I have a simple request. Hope it's not an imposition. Hope it's not an imposition. I have a simple request. Concern your house for guests. And me, I'm in a time of transition. I have a simple request. Hope it's not an imposition. I've been living out of a suitcase, sleeping in dingy rooms, sleeping in dingy rooms. I've been living out of a suitcase. I've never lived in LA, but I've always wanted to. I've never lived in LA, but I've always wanted to. Can I stay in your guest house? Will you let me stay in your guest house? I won't get in the way, I'll be quiet as a mouse. No music after 8, if you let me stay in your guest house. Yeah, yeah, yeah. La, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. La, yeah, yeah. There's a lemon tree out back. I will make you lemonade. I'll make you lemonade. There's a lemon tree out back. Leave it on the back porch so that you never leave the shade. There's a lemon tree out back. I will make you lemonade. Can I stay in your guest house? Will you let me stay in your guest house? I won't get in the way. chose a certain path, you found that you were underdressed. Found you were underdressed. You chose a certain path. Now you fly first class and you have a house for guests. You chose a certain path. You found that you were underdressed. I did what made my heart sing. I threw away the oars. I threw away the oars. I did what made my heart sing. Now I need a place to crash. Please open up your door. I just need a place to crash. Please open up your door. Can I stay in your guest house? Will you let me stay in your guest house? I won't get in the way. I'll be quiet as a mouse. No music after 8 if you let me stay in your guest house. I Google mapped it there, I set it to see the street I might live on, to see the street I might live on. I Google mapped it there, I set it. Corner store is Ayurvedic, just past the dog salon, a gated fence with cameras on, keep us from the wolves behind. The soul is a guest in the body, you gotta treat it right. Everybody here on Cape Cod, you gotta treat it right. The soul is a guest in the body, don't kick it out too early. Can I just stay the night? 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 Can I stay in your guest house? Will you let me stay in your guest house? Can I stay in your guest house? Will you let me stay in your guest? Yeah, 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 yeah,
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. If you need to go, I understand. Thank you so much for coming. Really, really. Oh, wow. I've had a real change of heart. Maybe it's part of that thing I was saying earlier about totally new feelings being up here, but I feel like I would have really kind of complained about how cold it was out in the green room or something like that in my earlier days. But I feel this incredible gratefulness for venues, for existing, you know? It's just amazing. I feel like there's something so precarious about a band, you know, like, how do those people do it? It's the kind of physical toll is quite extreme sometimes, not to mention you're trying to stay creatively, you know, ahead and on top of things. But then the venues, like, have to, like, keep these physical structures alive and welcome you and be here even when it's raining. And it's just amazing. The kind of symbiosis that we have is just amazing, and I feel like I love these cold green rooms now and feel so grateful to be out here again. 2 years off is a long time for us to not be on the road. So these shows have each been quite powerful and profound for us. Thank you.
Sue suggested we play this song by the Grateful Dead to close out the evening. And
Yes.
we have a couple
all right.
deadheads in the audience. Love it. Now, my only complaint about Sue's requesting this song is that
Yeah.
I've written lots of love songs since we've been together, but for her favorite love song that we perform is this song by the Grateful Dead. And I'm just kind of accepting that's the way it's going to be. It is a beautiful song. It's called If I Had the World to Give. If I had the world to give, I'd give it to you as long as you live. Would you let it fall or hold it all in your arms? If I had a song to sing, I'd sing it to you as long as you live. Would you let it fall? Would you have the time?
Lullaby.
If I had a song to sing, I'd sing it to you as long as you live. A lullaby, or maybe a plain serenade. Wouldn't you laugh, dance, and cry, or be afraid at the change you made? I may not have the world to give to you, but maybe I have a tune or two. Only if you let me be your world could I ever give this world to you. Could I ever give this world to you? I will give what love I have to give as long as I live.
I will give what love I have to give as long as I live. I will give what love I have to give as long as I live. I will give what love I have to give as long as I live.
If I had a star to give, I'd give it to you long as you live. Would you have the time to watch it shine, watch it shine, or ask for the moon in heaven too? I'd give it to you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys. Thanks for being here.